Hello and welcome to Broadcast Beat's pre-IBC show coverage. Today we have a really special guest, Charlie Collias, Senior Vice President of Worldwide Sales at ZyLight. How are you, Charlie?
Good, Ryan. How you doing?
Doing great. So what's been the biggest change at ZyLight from last year's IBC to this year?
Well, there's been a few changes. You know, internally the company's grown. We've added more employees, including some engineers, which will lead to a shorter development cycle for new fixtures, and that's always exciting, especially for me in sales. We've expanded our dealer network into new territories in Europe, the Far East. We have some new sales opportunities that are popping up in Latin America and Mexico. So overall sales are increasing, and that's great. At NAB this year, we announced a new distribution agreement with Aladdin LED Products. So this is a company that's based in Korea, and they make these professional flexible LED mats, and they make some small Nook lights, they make some eye lights, camera lights. They have a very high CRI, they're very portable, they're water resistant, and they open up lots of new ways to light because you have this flexibility. You can put them on walls, you can tack them to ceilings, you can put them on the inside of cars. They're battery powered. We distribute these rather. We distribute the Aladdin lights in North America, South America, Mexico, and we're very excited for that. One more change is the LED technology, basically, that's been changing every year. So with the flexible LED panels, they have higher CRI modules that are out there in fixtures for greater color rendering. Customers are constantly looking on the web. They're looking for your specs. They're looking for these higher CRI numbers for studio, for location work. All manufacturers are basically being held to this high standard now, and there's better fixtures. I would argue there's better fixtures available today than there were last year. That's a change that's been happening every year. And ZyLight, you know, we're always tweaking our modules. We're always looking to get the best color rendition from them. We're always looking for new sources on the marketplace. So there's been a few changes internally.
All right, so Charlie, if you could tell potential customers one thing about ZyLight technology, what would it be?
Well, it's kind of hard because I feel like we have many good things to talk about with our fixtures, like durability. We have high color rendering, we have wireless control. The fixtures are assembled in the US, but if I had to pick one that runs uniform through all the fixtures, it's flexibility. So in the case, I'll give you a couple of examples. In the case of our IS3, here's a panel light that's been out since 2009. It features full color output, variable white color, wireless control, DMX. It's very flexible because it can be used in its color mode as like an effect light on a set, or for colored cyc lighting. Then it can be switched to white mode. It can be used for key lighting or fill lighting on your talent. Our news LED light, yeah, it's a very small camera top light. It's IP rated, but its high output allows it to be used off camera as a small key light or fill light. So we have a lot of users who just take it right off the camera, put it on a stand, and use it as a little key or fill light. And then our standard, our F8 LED Fresnel. You can use that as a hard light source for highlighting set elements or backlights or hard key lighting, or you can put a Chimera or a DOP choice softbox on the face of it. Now you have a beautiful soft light or fill light for overall ambient. It's IP rated, so you can use it outdoor in the elements like rain and snow, and since it's only 5 inches thick, it can fit into small studio spaces and take up a lot less room than a traditional Fresnel. So it's completely silent. It's a very flexible fixture for indoor or for outdoor use. So I would say flexibility is something that I always hammer home to the customers.
All right, so Charlie, were there any applications of ZyLight equipment within the last year or so that stand out in your mind as illustrations of what makes ZyLight distinct in this market?
Yep. Well, we just came off of the Olympics. We just had a number of fixtures being used at the games this year. Telemundo was using the FA200 LED Fresnels. They were using them for talent stand-ups, athlete interviews, general coverage of the games. They chose them for battery power, IP protection, and no HMI lamps. That's why they chose the FA200s to bring. Another broadcast network, CNTV, they're based in China. They used the F8-100s in their studio setup for covering the Olympics. They had a large studio in Rio with anchored desks. They had an interview area where they had talent and athletes come for interviews, and they chose our fixtures based on the small size and the color quality because they didn't have a large studio to work with. Everybody had small studios. The F8-100s were small enough to fit in there. That worked out really well. An ongoing project that we've been involved with our F8s over the past couple of years from this gentleman called Brent Foster. He shoots a project called the Legacy Project. Brent is a shooter up in Canada. and he tells stories, he likes to say, of everyday people doing extraordinary things. It's shot around the world, and he takes our F8s, and they're used in many remote areas because of their portability, their durability, their battery power. And he relies on them for dock-style shooting in these remote areas. Durability is very important to him. So we're involved in a variety of different projects over the year. These are just a few.
Okay, so a lot of manufacturers have big announcements when there's a huge show coming up. Of course, the 2016 IBC show is literally just a few days, well, not a few days, but a couple days away. What are your big announcements at the show?
Yeah, so at IBC, we'll be showing our brand new ZyLight bridge, which we're very excited about. It works with our new iPhone app to control our fixtures wirelessly. It's a small key fob. It's a small key fob device, transmits data from your phone to our fixtures. You use the free app on the iPhone, and you can change colors on an IS3 by adjusting the hue and saturation. You can dim our fixtures up and down. You can change color temperatures, their effects preloaded. It's a great tool for any shooter. It works with the free iPhone app, and it's a small little key fob. You can wear it around your neck. You can clip it onto a light stand that just allows full iPhone control or iPad control of all our fixtures with our built-in wireless to it. So we're showing that at IBC. Also, we're showing brand new fixtures. We have a line of Pro Panel. We call them the Pro Panel LED fixtures. They're white-only panel fixtures for key and backlighting. They're available in a 1x2 and a gigantic 2x2 version. They both have a 110-degree beam angle that are fully adjustable between daylight and tungsten. The fixtures they come with barn doors. They come with a honeycomb filter. They make great key lights, backlights. They have a very high CRI. We target them to studios, and we're very excited to show them at this year's IBC.
Again, Charlie Collias, Senior Vice President of Worldwide Sales at ZyLight. Always great having you. And we'll see you at the 2016 IBC show, Hall 12, stand D46S. Have a great day.
Thank you very much, Ryan. Appreciate it very much. See you there.